That's, I mean, if we've just come up with 4 different things between us, imagine what EG are going through. They're going,
yeah, what are these lanes? What's happening?
Same thing, right?
And I think they're going to just last players who want to be able to creep skip, but this is a lane that pretty much only has right-click harassment.
Yeah, and it's both range heroes, so it has even more value. I think for EG anyways, they have to... Oh, and mid one is quite low when we look over. I think EG have to do really well in the lanes to win this game. But Crit, getting quite low here, getting body blocked up by Nisha. He has to go the other way.
That's going to be your first blood.
But, you know, I just kind of do it.
Really?
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting.
It's just, I'd say he's like one of the more naturally skilled players in Dota because of his ability to do that as
Roll in, nice kick. It's going to be able to nail 2, and he picks up the bounty rune. If they can get a kill off of it, it'd be great, but unfortunately Crit is here, and that's going to make this matchup a little bit more lopsided. He loses his
CS. Like, that is a big difference. And so for Secret, the game plan now shifts from trying to win the laning phase to now sort of just like, I think you do some stacks and stuff like that.
It's a lucky shot proc, but if they can actually get on top of that shrine and start getting the healing, he's going to be good. Crit just not bringing enough damage to the table with the Visage as well. Both of them can be kind of low damage supports, so...
He is going to probably just suicide, right?
Yeah, there's no way he can get out of this one as he is 20 mana away from the next swashbuckle. Tossed over into the round of tier 2 tower and takes a shot. He did force a rotation out of the Absol though, leaving Nisha alone.
Attempt with it.
Right.
Whereas the...
it's like the Juggernaut who like picks up his level 6 and he immediately tries to kill the offlaner with it. Like you might as well use it, put it on cooldown.
Why not? If it fails, whatever.
Yeah.
If it works, fantastic for you. You've upgraded your laning phase a little bit as Zai with his level 6.
Just gonna take him out here with the stones.
You achieve harmony.
Just kind of had to let him do his thing. There's just some players that I think are really unique in that regard, where you just sort of have to trust them as top.
Oh, this time around, S4, he's been pretty careful. I have to figure out which is which.
Orb on orb on orb.
So that was just straight up a good silence from the stolen Nisha. Puck Zai is going to be caught here, silenced up for a little while. Damage to get the coil to interrupt the roll out.
Did he get coil stolen?
And does get it stolen, so Yapsor is going to go with that one. Crit's just going to roll it up here onto the Warlock, and they're going to burst him down. Crit is immediately looking for the next target. That's going to be Yapsor, who still has that coil, but doesn't really have a good way to get out of this one. Throws the coil on to fly underneath the tier 1 tower, but triple kill for S4. Winning hero for him.
Yeah, and this is the kind of pace that they have to set with their lineup.
Oh, Zai's just going to go for it here. He's not even going to wait for the rest of his allies to TP in. They're slowly going to trickle in now, but he's already got the damage over time. Fly's going to go down here. They're going to try and pick up S4 as well, but the long cooldown.
Like, I think you just sit your Warlock with his level 6 behind this tower and just wait for an opportunity to rock, because he's got it right now.
The smoke up on the Crit is going to be able to bounce back and forth. The Dream Coil, actually the Warlock Golem slowing him up for a second, but he still managed to get a change down onto the TA. Big ultimate let loose by Sumail, almost finished up Zai as he gets Yule Scepter. A second raise, all he needs is the right clicks now to be able to finish him off. That is evil genius, especially since he didn't get that big win out of the laning phase.
Yeah, I think what Secret's going to do is they're just going to throw bodies at the mid lane and try to keep Nisha's game as clean as possible.
Yeah.
Get him a BKB early on as Sumail. He's got the Yule Scepter. He'll break it himself.
Crit's gonna roll on in here. Hitting Zion first, trying to hit him again. He's gonna try and roll back in. Does manage to clip the TA, but not enough to stop this damage, and gets Rolling Thunder.
I think just move away from here. Like, just let Nisha do his own thing. Get like 3 items and a BKB, and this morph's gonna be nigh unkillable here as Puppy. That was a little greedy.
Fantastic against the Morphling, you're gonna feel as good. But then also the fact he really does need Shield Crash just to prevent the Rubik from stealing it. He's going to be able to get a swashbuckle in here, but won't stop S4 from dying. Giving up that unbat just from a goal perspective, but also the change in experience.
Yapsor cubing it up. He's coming.
He's going to find him.
He's coming.
And he's going to stick on top of him. There is no outs, it seems, for Crit. They give up the third while Mid-One is pressuring the mid-tier 2 tower. Arteezy's going to fight it back. Sumail blinking forward. He's going to be able to find Puppy here and just lets it go. He's fine with letting out that ultimate.
We talked about their lack of like mid-game or like late-game team fight. I think you want to be at least like 4K ahead if you were to EG at this point. And I think they probably expected to take that mid tower.
Yeah.
As Nisha has now entered the fray.
They're going to be getting a two-man coil, but he's silenced up right now. S4 is now dead. Arteezy does manage to get really good silence for the side here. Hitting up in the high ground, not enough to be able to finish up side. These heroes are too tanky.
No
and now Sumail, he's going to be forced back here. Morphling is building armor. You know, what Morphling is like, all right, guys, I'm going to get an assault gear S on my Morphling. You know, the silence out. Pango is going to be able to get to the other side of the river. Maybe Fly won't be as lucky as he's going to get rolled on by Zai. Pops his ultimate, silenced up, but he's got a Blade Mail, so the Drow Ranger really can't turn and fight that Earth Spirit, who's just going to run down Fly eventually here. Fly even turning around, knowing that it's all over.
Job 2, initiate fights, pop Blade Mail.
Yeah.
Very easy.
Just like he did it at bottom lane to defend the tower, right? It's like,
oh, Zai picked up the rune.
Pops his Blade Mail, is returning a lot of damage on the S4. Mid-1 coming in, trying to follow up on that with his BKB now activated. Sumail actually gets the kill on Puppey. YapzOr rolling through S4 is able to get a kill there.
Death.
I gotta say, I feel very strongly about this. Oh, Yule Scepter. And he's still got his ultimate too, and that's overfresh. Just faded out. They do manage to get on top of him still. Mid-1 is dead, and now YapzOr, who's stolen SF's ultimate, does manage to force staff himself onto low ground. Crit's gonna pursue, doesn't manage to get the lucky shot slow here. But where can YapzOr really go to escape from this one? He's gonna have to juke his way through the trees and find a TP point. That's just not possible with Sumail.
If I'm being like absolutely exact, I'd say like 65-35.
Yeah.
Load it up.
I think I feel maybe just a little bit more positive about Drow late game.
Oh, they actually think that EG is gonna win.
Oh, really? So they're actually probably gonna out-carry, but we'll see. Arteezy setting it up here.
There are BKBs now, like that's what Mid-1 decided to go for.
Yeah.
So they're gonna run it. They do have the rock.
They are gonna be able to get on top of this Pango, but don't let him get off that Rolling Thunder. They will not. YapzOr.
They're probably gonna BKB was gonna be on the side of Secret. Like once Mid-1 commits to that BKB early on, I think you want to take advantage of that.
Pushing up into the high ground already. Mid-1's just, all right, I'm going in. S4 is going to be able to get the coil. Two-man silence, easily taken off by the Manta from Nisha, as well as the BKB from Mid-1. It'll allow them to retreat relatively easily. Looks like they're going to have to leave their captain behind. Captain Puppey, hide. Maybe there's a corner here.
It's just like some players will fight to the death, and some you just like, oh, this is a very nice smoke opportunity here.
Oh, they actually catch both these heroes. It's going to be massive. They need to be able to spot Mid-1 here. So Refraction's going to get burned through. The Rolling Thunder managed to bounce back into him. Nails Puppey to finish him off as well. But YapzOr has stolen the Rolling Thunder, and it's off to chase some heroes of his own. Unfortunately, couldn't get through that tree, but will be able to bounce back. A beautiful hit on both S4 as well as Crit. They're going to be able to grab up Fly as well. It starts off with 2 kills.
Layer the silences. So like Drow would have to silence first or something like that, and then when he pops his man to the puck, then has the follow-up, and then they hit him in the air. It's like a very specific way to have to do things as Arteezy.
In trouble, is going to go for the TP out, but there's the long-range telekinesis from YapzOr.
That was a real weird position for him to be in, too. He's...
Yeah. Like, to kill this Morphling, evil geniuses, as you said, have to get some sort of very complicated layered setup where they get the initiation. They want to stun, silence, you know, but in the middle of a team fight where you've already casted some abilities, that's going to be tough to do.
Oh, he has his own familiars now, too, which is that's like one of the hardest abilities to take.
Yeah, certainly. Fly's going to die, too. So now YapzOr can use his familiars to help chase down.
75-25?
Yeah.
Maybe give it an extra 10%.
Shots out immediately. Manta's off the first silence.
Like he's got E-Blade. Once he gets like E-Blade Scott
option.
I could see a way where they do layer that and they get a kill, but at some point he's going to realize that he needs a BKB, and that makes him like absolute, as he just rolls back and forth.
They're going to get the Rolling Thunder out from Crit. Immediately shield crashes. No steal here. The Golem's going to be able to slow down. Evil Geniuses. Arteezy standing and fighting. His eye immediately goes for the back line. BKB, they are going to get off the ultimate here. While Crit managed to keep these heroes locked down for a long time with the Mid-1 BKB. Means that he can turn and fight. Really great control. I mean, Earth Spirit did what he could to go over to the back line. Looks like we're going to see Puppey eventually die here.
And that was Nisha going in. Very aggressive before. It's like this really weird thing in Dota. You know, you... Hold that thought as... EG's waiting on top of this high ground here. Zai's gonna jump in on
Roland actually lands onto the SF. He pops his BKB, picks up the bounty rune. S4 in the back line. Look at that dream coil. Locking down the 4 of them. There's going to be BKB activated, but they're wasting so much time trying to kill S4. Chris is controlling up everybody right now. Yapsor, the last shot to the high ground, is going to be able to find it for the ultra kill. He wants the mail, and now a silent slowdown onto Mid1, who no longer has his BKB. What a setup from S4.
KB popping his ult.
Yeah.
And Zai keeps running into the SF, who right after getting stunned up, just pops his BKB, turns around.
Mid1 popping his BKB and trying to chase down S4 means his magic immunity timing had no impact on the team fight whatsoever.
Yeah, now they're just in it. This is gonna likely be, this is why Dro strats are still very good, because you're gonna get double Rex right now.
Yeah, you got a double damage, so that's gonna be 2 lanes of Rex. They can't go for 3 because the tier 1 is actually still alive in the top lane.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
The rest of your team as well.
Yeah. So now he does have BKB, but the scary part for him is there's a Blink Hex on the enemy team.
Yeah.
And so Puppy's job right now becomes incredibly important. Like how Puppy backs up his team with the ulti.
Oh, the side being used here. Trying to pull him up as quick as possible. They've almost done. The Earth Spirit is almost done. But again, S4 into the back line with a beautiful coil. They're finally going to finish up that Earth Spirit. Roll on in. Trying to finish up these heroes. Nisha with his BKB is managing to get out. Puppy drops the golem just to make sure the rest of his team will be able to retreat. But it's going to cost him his life as well. The 5 and the 3 position of Team Secret are now dead. They're going to have to defend 3 versus 5 against Evil Geniuses, who again are just 1 step away from Megas. Playing the front lines as well, knowing that you can't really give up a whole lot of objective damage here. But that tier 3 is going to fall probably in this next push as RTZ just lays into it. The side device being used, a refraction, guards against it for a while. Now the jump in from Mid1 with his BKB activated with a nullifier as well. It's almost enough to blow up the Drum Ranger for the E-Blade. Saves him with some mail. Now the cheese gets activated, and now they're going to turn on to Nisha, who gets a little bit far forward here. The Quell managed to catch Mid1 though, and they're going to try and focus on him. He does have another round of refraction, but doesn't have the time to use it. He'll use it on the next life though, as he does buy back immediately. Look at this Warlock slow. But Evil Geniuses get to the high ground and know that they can turn and potentially fight here as they still have all 5 up.
It's not like you have a Lycan on your team and you're like, oh, we gotta give our Lycan eggs.
Yeah. I feel like Refresher Shard, like 2 BKBs in the team fight. He's on the side's game winning like a secret jump. They're going to try and get the initiation, but they fail to. The side, they're immediately managed to kill Zai. Crit's going to try and roll in, stop this. Nisha still has his full BKB going out, but he has to retreat from all the damage from that Draw Ranger. S4 is going to try and pursue here. Samel as well, with the E-Blade going out. They have the refraction down, but they try and blow him up, and they did him. Morphling immediately with a buyback, and a T8 not going to be saved by the E-Blade. He actually gets blown up by it, and now the Morphling is forced to defend without his semi-carry in Mid1 as the Raxes are about to fall and Mega Creeps available soon for Evil Geniuses. They'll finish it up and back up, and Secret are just going to call it here. They had 3 alive, but they know there's very little chance in them holding this game against EG. They're going to call it quits. Evil Geniuses take game 1 in this 2-game series.
It's very well done by them, and it all happened in such a hurry.
Spent for our tournament.
What can they do to get out of this now, dude?
They need a Medusa-esque hero, and they need something
outspoken and can oftentimes come away as arrogant.
You want a short memory about things like this. It's not that they're trying to convince you that they're the best, it's that they're trying to convince themselves. And I think a lot of people lose sight of this, is that confidence is what makes them what they are.
I'll tell you, that's one of the reasons that I just cannot play mid. It's not my lane. So oh boy, there's going to be a lot of fighting here. Yapster is going to be our first blood here, but mid lane, we do have the Sun that came out just in time from Samel.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks that you have to start with the little guy. You know, because of the max level cap thing.
Yeah. Feels like Chen's almost going to turn into like an ogre bot. You know, how his existence is, like, you don't really get to play a whole lot of Dota. Your best thing is your Divine Favor, your passive. Roll in from Crit, not going to go for it just yet. Puppy's actually going to step in front of him because he wants to make sure that Crit can't actually roll in on top of Nisha. Nisha actually taking the time to kill Fly's little guy and dip into the trees once more, but RTZ's just on hot pursuit, man. He was refusing to let these heroes go, not really focusing on CS, but more on just beating back Secret, except for Crit gets a little too far forward there, and Nisha finds the opportunity.
Just a weird sequence of events there is. Felt like nobody was really willing to give up on that chase for quite some time. They are going to make the move, and Crit going to roll in, gets the stun.
The slow down there as well. Nisha going to drop dangerously low and should be able to finish him off. One last swing from Crit is all they need. Fly comes in with a long-range hit, and Crit will die here to trade out his life. for the kill of the lanes that EG wants, right? The aggro try and lane into the Ursa and give
You do not want Ursa against Omni.
Yeah.
But you don't really want Mars against Omni, I'd imagine, either.
Yeah, this is probably still a...
This should be just like an overall laning phase. I mean, it's going to go at least okay as mid lane. Sumail just hits the level 6, and this should be enough damage.
Tornado, they just need to stay on
got
top of him, and he's dead.
I don't think he was Wexed up there. And, I mean, you're just not moving very fast anyways without boots and early levels. So Sumail's going to pop the haste. He wants to make a move onto S4.
Oh, this would be a great kill. Zai is currently top of the CS4 Team Secret, but he's going to miss the spear, and Sumail's just going to be able to stay on top of him. Sumail won't even be gone from the mid lane for too long, thanks to that haste rune. Actually, he's taking the time to farm up some hard camping creeps, I guess. Roll in, top lane is going to be able to get it with the double centaurs. Misses one stun. Puppey turning around and just trying to get as much damage as possible out there, but looks like he's going to fall underneath his tier 1 tower, and YapzOr, well, he's got the backup of Nisha, so he doesn't have to be too scared. They're going to slow down. Oh, and Mid1 is actually going to cut him off here. Managed to get stung onto flying. They're going to try and kill those centaurs as well. Both.
No, I said Conqueror. Yeah.
I see.
I love, in my opinion, I love neutral creeps. You know, they're innocent.
They're the pure ones.
Oh,
they don't deserve any of this. Nisha kicked back in a really good position, just in time for Sumail to make his rotation.
This is good rotation.
Was Sumail
though. Like when mid1 gives his 5 position the lane like this should just kind of tell you something, as they're gonna make the move on a Puppey to try to punish for mid1 leaving this lane, and should be a kill, but is in fact
but YapzOr here is as well. S4 is being able to protect himself right now with the Divine Favor. Crit tries to get the aggro off him, will be okay. Sumail's just going to run down Puppey with that double damage rune, but just
give it back to him.
I wanted to talk to you about this. We might as well do it on stream. I feel like the meta of TBN. Are we going to go for this one at all? Don't think so.
Kill the mud golem.
Oh, he's actually going to pull somebody in. They're going to pull in somebody, so Crit can't make the initiation here, and they're going to pull in. It's going to be Arteezy here, immediately met by Nisha. They're going to need that stun, though, to be able to protect Crit, as he's going to have so many heroes around him. A nice 2-man stun, but they're really going to fight this one underneath the arena. They're going to try, as S4's going to join him here with the extra bit of sustain. A big hit out from Zion. He doesn't have the minute of the spear. They are going to be able to get Crit. Lock down Arteezy as well. Nisha pops in range to be able to gobble him up, and goes for X4 next. He turns around, gets a big blast in, but Fly now surrounded by heroes. Mid1 joining in the rest of Secret. Nisha actually dying to the golems from Fly, but this could be well worth it for Secret, especially if they finish up S4 here. Just for purification as well. Sumail choosing not to join in that engagement, instead prioritizing taking that mid tower, but won't be able to get it. And now maybe caught here as Fly trying to help him out. Tornado EMP, but S4 is here as well. He ran over pretty quickly, and they're going to pull in Crit as well now to try and take another team fight. And they are going to be able to get that cleanse onto Crit, taking off the cold snap. They're going to go for the kill onto YapzOr. Big purification hit, enough for Crit to be able to get that kill. But Secret quickly formulating a response, not giving up any objectives here. Are going to be able to maybe find Crit in an awkward position. Actually goes ahead and pops the ultimate. S4 is going to join him here. Might be able to get the kill onto Puppey. If you can get off the purification, just run him down instead and hold on to that mana.
Instead, you lost your safe lane tower. S4 didn't lose his tower at bottom. That's usually like the rotation through, and Sumail might just get caught.
Nice catch, leading off with cold snap long enough for the ice path to be able to land. Eula Scepter, make sure that the spear will miss. Sumail lasts a little bit longer, but not enough for EG to do anything.
I think ideally you'd like to be able to take towers with this.
Yeah.
But I think because Secret won't have vision there, it's just hard to get vision there. As Sumail is going to run in, they do have vision of him.
An Invis rune and a champ, but they have a sentry down. They're going to be able to find Sumail. This is going to be a great setup for their team fight. An easy Sumail kill, and also means that they're tier 1 bottom.
I think he got
stay alive. Oh, by the ancient.
Yeah.
Ancient prowlers.
Oh man. That's another sidestep, but they're going to pick up 4 for themselves there. I mean, I thought Arteezy was close to it, the one at top.
It's near out. They are going to throw out the arena, making this fight a lot harder. But then just be able to simply kill Puppey. S4 does have enough sustain, though, that he'll be okay. And now it's time for Crit to be able to strike. They've already blown so many abilities. He's going to make his initiation, potentially giving up his life. A beautiful tornado, though. AG wanted to be able to follow up on that initiation, but they just fall short thanks to that tornado. And now things will look a whole lot more awkward. Another ensnare to make sure that Mars...
I think because it's just easier to fight around it. As 1 second, you might just have a fight here. As Fly pushing up quite far ahead.
The arena, they do manage to get a spear immediately dispelled off by the Omni Knight on Crit. They're going to fight inside of this with Nisha as well, but on the side, Arteezy's being controlled so well by Mid-1. That's where Crit coming into the rescue, trying to slow down Mid-1 as best as possible, rolls into him. Zai's going to be left to try and finish off Arteezy, but a stun stops him, and the Ice Path is not going to be there in time. Arteezy managed to get out while Nisha's the one to die, but now a spear locking into Crit. He's going to try and go for this kill, but the Sunstrike a little bit off the mark there. The Deafening Blast pushes him away. The retreat from Mid-1 is a great Ice Path from Puppy, but it may cost him his life. He's trying to get the kill on Crit, but again, the sustain, just the heals coming out from S4 non-stop, making the Zai. He is being a little bit of pain in EG's ass right now as he immediately cuts the creep away, tries to get a dodge out, but EV's geniuses, they found him, and they will get a third kill out of
Go and jump insta, move on to the next target.
You're thinking to myself, you're like, I'm making this a 4 versus 5, and then this
He's
one
gone.
hero.
Yeah, and then we can reset the fight from here on.
Last patch it was a bad, and this here we've got Omni Knight with the Heart Dispel as well.
Hey, they gotta go in.
Mid-1 trying to throw a tornado, poking at them with the EMP as well, but they can't commit to this Roshan. Puppy's a little bit too far away. They are going to find S4 here inside of the river. Nisha trying to go for it. The arena actually dropped in pretty good position, especially with the macro pile laid out. S4 is going to die here. The Enrage dodging a lot of damage. Samael is going to just try and run and use that first life. Now the stun follow up. They're going on Ice taking Mars, but this beautiful Ice Path after Ice Path. Now the spear toss back as well. Zai actually living. Samael on his second life is getting kited almost dead here as he self-fueled Scepters, and Nisha managed to bring him down. Another beautiful Ice Path. Puppy, you gotta stop it. He's freezing everyone from Evil Geniuses in place. Now Arteezy forced to use his first BKB defensively to TP out. That is not the fight. It's obvious, the scaling factor.
Yeah, I think because I think last game for me anyways, if it hits like an hour, I could see one team like more definitively winning than the other.
Yeah.
Whereas in this game, I think it's a lot more even.
There's a lot of ebbs and flows of like when Sven's going to feel really strong and when the kiting's going to be a problem for him.
Yeah, part of what makes it so interesting is because you have both Ursa and...
Oh, the spear pulling him back into that tree. And S4 quickly gets picked up. And we've seen it before. Once S4 is dead, Secret Fix. He is going to go back for the Axe and is getting damn close to it. Just needs another 900 gold.
I can't imagine a world in which Invoker doesn't go Axe.
Oh, yeah.
It feels real bad just being able to cast like 3.
Oh, pick off Yule Scepter, and that is going to be enough to get the kill on Puppy. Can Zai take on Samael? He does have some extra health, but Zai may end up dying here soon. He's going to be able to get off the Magic Wand stick. Is that going to be enough? Samael almost getting the kill before snap. He barely gets it. Going to try and make his way to the low ground. Evil Geniuses not jumping at the opportunity to kill that by position. They want something bigger, and they're trying to go for the fast kill on Anisha. He does manage to get off his BKB Enrage and now turns onto Arteezy. Arteezy forced to back away for a moment, but is ready to jump back in. Zai, he tries to make his initiation with the arena, locking up 2 of these heroes with the Ice Path as well. Actually gets knocked away from the Ice Path, so Samael is able to cast some spells onto Zai. Zai trying to push him away, does manage to get the kill on Zai. In the back line, though, Arteezy immediately found Mid-1, gets that big kill. Buybacks are coming in. The Ursa as well as Mars are going to make their way back into this engagement. They each try and get out right now, but Arteezy immediately trying to go for Nisha, gets the stun, the follow-up, dodges that stun, but Nisha is stuck and dies.
And that was the buyback from Sumail. The team are finally able to do so, and this is the sort of fight that they wanted to be able to set up. Plus, the key here is S4 doesn't immediately get bursted.
Oh, like I said, they're just like saying, let's go for it, boys, and they immediately find Puppy. But that is a 5 position, immediately buys back. Now Evil Geniuses need to try and make a clean escape here. Fortunately, because the Invoker is still down for 20 seconds, they're
in fact even deeper into the jungle this time around.
And they may still catch EG in the same mistake that they made before. There's the arena. No spear, a clean whip, and now Zai may be in trouble here as they're going to be able to pop that on the ultimate. And Nisha is left without a target. Can't really go for anybody. The Mars is dead with a dieback there. BKB activated just in time before the stun. The tornado trying to slow things down on Samael. They still can get him with the Ice as well. That's going to be Aegis down with a beautiful CM ultimate from Yapzor. They get extra armor. Arteezy just can't burst him. He finally finished him off. Now to deal with the bear as well with the in-range. Turns around, gets the bash. Not enough to get the kill on Arteezy as one big swing brings down Nisha. That's 4 dead inside of Secret. Puppy's not going to make it out alive. 5 dead. No buybacks on Secret.
Then he behind him. Zai with the just the whiff of the sentry. Maybe if he pins him there, they have an opportunity to win that fight. But even then, it's still very optimistic in that position.
As soon as he gets off Guardian Angel, you had that deep sinking pit in your stomach where you're like, oh no.
Nisha with his BKB, he just sort of walked in a circle because he's like, well,
what do I do?
What do I do? This is, I mean, I guess I'm just sort of here. Gets bursted down and kited right after that, and
EG. They didn't really need to go for the top lane of ranks, but they do get 2, and now going to focus on the tier 4s. This may leave an opportunity where Secret might be able to defend with the throne. Yeah, EG realized it too. The timers
Hard ask at this point because of how tanky he is. Like, as Arteezy's going to pop the ulti, he's just going to walk in, daring
Spirit
to go.
out. Tried to get him locked onto the barracks there, but barely missed the building. You're going to just try and keep on poking at Arteezy, trying to force out his BKB if possible. Or even just then on the ultimate, the BKB going to go out from Nisha. There's going to be heal here. You could see S4 holding on to his ultimate for as long as possible here. Does not want to give up that Guardian Angel if possible. Now jump back in from Arteezy. He's going to be the one upon the BKB here. The arena goes down. Does manage to lock down with the Cataclysm as well, but they manage to get the Heart Dispel onto Samil. Gets away from the Cataclysm and now pops his own BKB to turn and fight Nisha as best as possible with the Avatar coming in. A great Crystal Field, but how can he actually do that much damage against these heroes? Look at how tanky Arteezy is. The Spear knocking him back in, but the Heart Dispel once again from the Omni Knight. Finally the BKB wearing out. Yasser is going to be stunned up here. Zai trying to make his way back to the fountain is going to get kicked down by Crit. Immediately buy back him and Nisha as well. Throne being at half HP here, but mid one, look at Smail just going in right on top of mid one. They managed to get that kill. He does have a buyback available, but instead they call GG as they know they cannot protect the throne. And evil geniuses managed to 2-0 the favorite.